primer on. Okay, primer's on. Now, let's talk about foundation. Okay, so the foundation that I use is Fit Me foundation. There are plenty other foundations that are good. It's kind of hard for me to, sorry y'all, my nose ring is sticking out. I had a booger. But it's kind of hard for me to tell y'all what foundation to get for you because it's based on your skin type. So, with that being said, I'm sorry sis, but the best thing for me to tell you to do is to experiment and try different foundations. So, sorry y'all, I'm trying to get used to this camera situation because I'm looking at myself, it looks like I'm looking off to the side, trying to change the orientation and learn this whole YouTube, but I look crazy. And I look even crazier when I look right at the camera. Okay, we're gonna work this out, hold on. All right, y'all, so I was talking a lot, but I wasn't recording. So here we are again, foundations. Like I was saying, I think it's better if you just kind of experiment and figure out what it is that works best for you, because what may work for you may not work for somebody else, and vice versa. So I've tried foundations that I've heard other girls really enjoy, and it did give me the same results. So you just kind of have to figure it out and figure out what works best for you. So for me, what helped me to get started, like to, I guess, figure out where I was gonna start trying at, was my price range, my budget. My budget was very small in the beginning, still is very small, so here we are. These are about $5 to $6 at your Walmart or Target. Fit Me foundation, I'm sorry y'all. I mean, real life happens, it's foundation on the foundation. But Maybelline Fit Me foundation, I am obsessed. I get dewy and smooth, but they also have like a matte finish. This is gonna give you more of a dewy wet look. The other one's gonna give you more of a matte finish. I have found that the matte finish only works well for me when I'm doing like photo shoots. So to me, it wasn't worth the money. So I got the dewy one. Before I show you guys how to put this on properly, you see I have two colors. One's darker, one's lighter. One's a 330, one's a 350. Okay. Yeah, 355. So one is 355 coconut and 330 toffee. I got two, which you'll need two foundations once you really get into wearing it, because when your skin changes from being in the sun in the summertime, you need to change your foundation. Most people don't know that. I didn't know that until I, bought the foundation that was working for me back when I was using MAC foundation, and I took a picture. And it was summertime and I had on my winter foundation, and you'll know. Yeah, one picture and you'll know. It's raggedy, but it's the process. It takes that. What I have learned is you need the lighter one for the wintertime, the darker one for the summertime. In between, especially if you live in hot Atlanta, Georgia, you know our weather is, it do what it want to do. So sometimes I have to mix them, which is normally what I do when I don't necessarily have a tan, but I'm not the palest either. Or when you start putting on your foundation and you just notice that it's just not sitting the way it's supposed to, just maybe add a little bit of your darker foundation in there and mix it up. I'll show you guys how I do it in a second. Two foundations, one lighter, one darker. You don't have to. It is my strong recommendation because when the seasons start changing, you're gonna notice. But anyway, moving on. I normally apply my makeup with a beauty blender. Mine is dirty, as you can see. Ladies, this is not going to give you the best foundation application. If your beauty blender is dirty, you're gonna know. I mean, every little thing matters. Plus, you don't need to be putting your dirty cells and skin and all that stuff back in your face. It's just not cute. I use a beauty blender normally. When I apply my foundation, I wet it. I got this beauty blender. It came with like 2 or 3 from Crayon case. I don't know if y'all know Super, but shout out to Super. Hey, Super girl. Hey, Super girl. This is from the Crayon case. It's amazing. I love it. But you can get a really good beauty blender from Ulta, maybe every now and then TJ Maxx. And if you're learning, y'all, don't go spend the $50. Don't go spend the $20 on a beauty. Just don't. Just go get you something that's gonna get, baby step it. Take your time. Don't try to. So if I don't use my beauty blender, which today I won't because it is dirty, I'm gonna use my foundation brush. You guys see it's flat. So yeah, I wet this as well. And to me, when I wet whatever I'm using to apply my foundation, this is not the only way, by the way. These are not the only 2 ways to apply foundation. These are the only 2 ways that I choose to apply them. So you may see other people do it different ways. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. I promise y'all. They not wrong. Yeah, but I prefer this one genuinely when I'm generally when I am just applying like a lightweight situation. I prefer this one when I'm doing a full beat down just because I don't know. I just like it. If you guys watched the video from last time, then you know that primer goes on first. My primer has already been applied to my face. I'm ready for my foundation application. Let's get to it. All right, y'all, let's talk. So, if you notice, there's no extra pretty way to apply this. You just need to make sure that you're covering everything. Okay, I do like the brush better, like I said, for when I'm, in a hurry or when I'm just doing foundation and a good brow and a lash, which is my go-to, because I can kind of get all into the crevices, get all up under there and all that good stuff without having to do like that with a beauty blender for a good 10 minutes. But the brush seems to do the trick. You want to kind of keep clean, quick strokes or circular strokes. So if you just feel like you just need to just rub it in, just keep it going in a circle. Everything quick. This is not what you want to do. You don't want to smear the foundation all over your face. You want to make sure you get it all in your pores. Ladies, tip. If you are going to be wearing any type of lip liner, lip stain, lipstick, lip gloss, please, foundation all the way around, as close to the lip as you can. I usually put it on it. It's not going to kill you. Wipe it off if you don't want it on your lips. But I personally, you can tell when you have on foundation and you haven't applied it all the way and you put on lip, it's separated. You can tell. Make sure you get the eyelids. And if you've noticed, ladies, I have not put on my brow. I should start saying ladies and gents because I don't want to exclude anyone. Ladies and gents. Gentettes. Yeah, I'm gonna pause on that one because I don't want, yeah. Generally, I've been saying, okay, anyway, generally, I will apply my foundation with a scarf on, but what I've noticed a lot of times is because I put my scarf a little bit lower. By the way, another tip, ladies, do not apply your scarf back here. It will make your edges recede. It will pull your edges out. Put your scarf before your edges. But normally when I put my scarf on, because it's a little lower, when I take it off, I have a little bit of space where my edges are, where there's no foundation and you can see it. So, I guess it just depends on the occasion whether I'll take the time to kind of brush it back into my scalp. But you don't want to dip it in the foundation and then you'll try to brush it into your scalp. You're going to see it. You want to go ahead, dip it in the foundation, get some of that foundation off that brush, however you need to, and then take the residue, what's left, and kind of brush back into your edges. Also, ladies, your face is a part of your neck, okay? You can't just stop at your chin, all right? Because it's going to be cute while you like this. But as soon as you go, people going to be like, Anyway, face is a part of your neck. Bust that down a little bit. Get on down in the neck area. Okay, another tip, if I'm wearing something low cut, as long as it's not white, do not play yourself. As long as it's not white, if it's white, I generally do like a powder. I'll just dust my neck bone with powder. If it's not, and I know it's really low, like if it's a V, a plunge V, or if the sleeves and everything is over far from my neck to where I can't, get it on my clothes from my face, I will dust off that neck bone, just a smidget. And like I said, you don't want to put it directly, so get your foundation and then go and dust it on your, no. You want to get your foundation, get off some of that residue, and then brush off that neck bone. Alright? Foundation on, though. That's it. I do have excess left. I know you guys saw me when I spilled it, the foundation, when it came out and it, you know, went everywhere. I scooped it back in there. You're not supposed to do that. Just letting you know, it's yours. You do what you want to do, but you're technically putting the dirt off your hand, the skin cells and the dry skin back into your foundation. You're not supposed to do that. It's my world. I do what I want to do. I chose to do it. So anyway, though, no, you're not supposed to do that. So when I'm done, whatever's left, I'm gonna just wipe it off with a makeup wipe and call it and chalk it up to the game. Sorry.